Well, Jason's crying because the company left.
A little bit of smoke in the eyes, and
yeah.
we were just laughing really hard.
Yeah, we had an inside joke. Sorry you guys couldn't enjoy it with us, but you know, we don't want to call anyone out. So we're gonna actually go ahead and do just a fun little nighttime tour of some of our favorites that we like to look at nighttime whenever we come out here and play and walk around. So let's get started.
Yeah, let's do it. So, this is our first little stop here. We were just saying to each other, we love how the leaves look, and they're all like different too. Like
different
even,
colors,
yeah.
different textures, different sizes. We're loving the way they look at night under the lights. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think the texture really pops because of the shadowing of the lights. So that's what we really like about these guys, the Swiss chard. Look at all of that beautiful color. It's like a rainbow.
Yeah.
I'm really loving the zigzag bed, especially now that the different edible varieties are growing in. Like these onions are getting so lush and tall and green, and the bulbs are growing, so that's awesome. But now that the zinnias are filling in with the zigzag, they're getting full and bushy, and the flowers are just starting. They get a nice sized flower. It's just looking amazing in here. It's just becoming an art piece in the garden to enjoy.
So this one looks like it's multicolored, yellow and red.
Well, it's just starting to blossom, so that's how the zinnia looks when it starts to blossom, and this is how it looks when it's in full blossom. And this is the Dreamland series, so it gets just as big of a flower as the State Fair zinnias, which are the very tall cut flower variety, but they stay more compact and petite for borders in the garden or in containers as being the medium height. So they get up to about 12 to 14 inches at the very most.
So the cauliflower is getting huge over here. It seems like it almost like doubled in size today. Check that out.
Yeah, that's looking good. I bet by tomorrow we can pick it.
Yeah. Super excited for that.
One of my other favorites at nighttime are these sunflowers because they've gotten so huge. And this is what I envisioned in my mind when I created this entire little bed here. Is I imagined that out of nowhere you would see these tall sunflowers and you'd be like, what the heck? Why are there those tall sunflowers? Because I like it weird and I like to mix it up. That's what makes gardening fun. It's just to throw in a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then a little bit of the wow, what the heck is that? And that's what I like to create, and that's what these sunflowers do in this garden. And at nighttime, it is amazing and I love it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Every time I walk by this space in the garden, it smells so sweet. Ah, the snapdragons.
Yep, the sweetness comes from the snapdragons, and that anise, black licorice smell comes from the purple basil here, which is having a hard time to really kind of take off because these nasturtiums took off a lot faster and keep trying to overtake them. So I think I'm going to end up having to pull these purple basil out of here, even though I know they're beautiful, but we got to give them a chance somewhere else.
And these are the edible flower, right?
They should taste a little peppery.
They do. Yep. I mean, they're, you know, it's not like it's a delicacy or anything, but it's kind of cool lead flowers, you know.
One of my favorites at nighttime, well, I should say one of my other favorites at nighttime, there's so many, but it's hard to choose, is the twist and twirl coleus. You can really see a lot of like the colors in it. It's kind of like a carnival. It's almost kind of like a tie-dye, you know, psychedelic coleus, I guess you could call it. I don't know.
Yep.
But it's amazing at nighttime. It's amazing during the day. And you just can't go wrong with it. It's just starting to take off now, and this is just the beginning of it right here. I really want to talk about one variety that I really love. It's beautiful in the day and night, and it is the Alaskan mixed nasturtium. It's actually a cut flower nasturtium, and it's just getting started. It has a beautiful variegated leaf, these bright orange, like tangerine flowers on it, or yellow too. I mean, it's multi-color because it's a mix, but it's just absolutely stunning. I love my squash. And this is a new squash. It's a squash mashed potatoes. I know, that sounds amazing. As soon as I saw it this year and I read that name, I was like, all right, we got to try this because we all love some mashed potatoes here. And if we could maybe eliminate some of that carb a little bit, that would be great. And so we're going to try out this squash here and see if it truly tastes like mashed potatoes. So we'll keep you guys updated. Well, first, you know, we shouldn't count our chickens before they hatch because we got to make sure they produce some first. Because you never know. You get critters, you get bugs. So, you know, there's all kinds of things we all deal with in our gardens. You guys all know that. So as soon as we start seeing some produce, we'll keep you guys updated, and we'll definitely keep you updated on that flavor.
So the zinnias are always one of my favorites, and I love how Casey does it. Her style is intermixing vegetables with flowers, and I just, as I was recording her, so you've got this mound of really cool mashed potato squash leaves, and then above that you've got all the zinnias just popping up above there. It's kind of a cool back set for the squash leaves.
Ah, nothing smells more like summer than fresh picked dill.
I love that.
That's amazing.
It is.
I don't know. Reminds me of my childhood.
Pickles. Pickles.
Pickles. Can my favorite be s'mores?
Yes, it can.
Another one of my favorites is this Tropic giant cabbage. We started this from seed indoors, and this is just the beginning of it, you guys. This thing is gonna get huge, and it's already massive, as you can see. You know, I mean, look at this. This is my arm span. This is, you know, I mean, it's getting big already. It's getting big, and it's just the start. So I'm really excited about this one. I want to try it because I've seen a lot of people grow it. It looks massive, and I'm like, I gotta have it. Anything big, I gotta have it, you know?
Can't wait to see how big it'll get.
Yeah, it's just so much fun. This is so much fun about gardening. It's just, you know, just trying new things and different things and just being able to show everyone how it does.
All right, so this is pretty cool. Walking through here, the pickles here are doing really, really good, and the shape of this almost looks like it's like a mermaid tail. It's just kind of like hanging off the side of the box, but it looks nice and healthy. And we actually had our first pickle off of here.
You did.
You didn't have?
I didn't get any. I made sure everyone else had some.
Yeah. Well, they were good, hon.
Thank you. Thank you. I grow a mean pickle. And I love how everything's just starting to fill in here. We've got the moonflower, morning glories, black-eyed Susan. So a lot of good things trailing up. I also tossed in a couple tomatoes that are just going to grow wild into the walkway. So hopefully we can grab some little tomatoes as we're walking through, eat a little bit, enjoy it, loving the view. So we're really excited about this filling in.
Yes, we are. Can't wait for those tomatoes.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Get all the smoke out of here. So I really love any planter that Casey does. It's always different. Every year they're completely different. So I've never seen, it's not like we've ever had this one before. So what I like about this is that there's different things all over, but then we've got this kale. Is it kale?
Flowering
just like
kale.
Right smack dab here, and I like how it's just like spreading and flat, and it's a really cool like accent piece to this this planter. And then when you come around, you've got color, flower, height, and then another one on this side. So I really like that that planter.
I do too. That's becoming one of my favorites. It's got a twin over there.
Yep. So here's the other one here.
And then we put the tiki torches right in it.
Yeah. Yep.
And then that way the torches have somewhere to sit. Well guys, I'm loving my new T-Rex for the year. It may just be a baby T-Rex planter right now, but it's starting to fill out. Now that we've got some heat, everything's growing, especially Especially this beautiful marguerite potato vine here. I love it. It's the lime color. It's finally taking off. All of the coleus and the salvias and the umbrella grass, the king tut umbrella grass. That's the one that gets huge. So I am super excited about how big this one is getting. I was a little worried at first because nothing was really taking off, and I'm like, what's going on? But you know, with cold and rain weather, not much is going to happen. But now we're being blessed with warm weather, so we can't complain, and we just got to enjoy and be happy for our blessings and our beautiful garden and family, and just take it all in and just love it all.
Yep, it's going crazy right now. It's looking good.
It is. It's about to be wild.
Yeah. All right, well, that's gonna do it for our garden tour.
Our nighttime garden
tour.
Of our favorites, because that wasn't all the gardens and all the varieties.
Yeah, and things definitely look
Yeah.
different at nighttime. To me, a lot of things look better at nighttime out here, so.
Certain things, like the things we showed you, that just really stand out and make them really pop out. Like their uniqueness really pop out.
Yeah, so hope you enjoyed it.
Yep, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and feel free to subscribe to
The Lawrence Network.
There you go.
Have a great night.
Bye guys.